Good evening. Welcome to, I think it's the second annual Dixon Public Schools Band Festival. We are excited to have you here tonight. It's pretty packed, and I think we already decided that next year we'll be opening up the extra seating up top. So that's a good thing. We're glad that you're here. We're going to start off this evening with our 5th grade band, and they're starting with Merrily We Roll Along, followed by All Claire de Lune, followed by Jingle Bells. So please hold your applause until all 3 of those are done.
Accomplished with just 6 notes, anxious articulation, staunching dynamics, and spine-chilling sound effects will have everyone on the edge of their seat. To achieve the desired mood, articulation and dynamics must be consistent from player to player. Because the time arrival of the sound effects is critical to creating suspense. The entire ensemble must be locked into solid, unwavering beat. Numbers 29 to 31 present a snippet from Bach's Toccata in 15 minor. Note that B1 measure 31 can be played as follows. All play any note, all play the lower note, or play any note while others play a lower note. While Toccata in 15 minor were originally composed for organ, it was arranged for piano and orchestra in recent times. It has been used in many films to depict horror and villainy. Listening to the recording of Bach's work will shed some light on the sinister nature of Spooky Mansion. Enjoy your forbidden tour of this abandoned structure, but be careful. No one really knows what evil lurks behind the boarded up windows and creaky staircase.
4 weeks ago, maybe. And after all the snow days, and we played it. And I was gonna plan it actually for our May concert, but then we loved it so much, and they played it so well. I was like, we'll play it at Band Fest. So please enjoy When Rhinos Do the Rumba in the Rain.
Hello, everybody. Let's do a little exercise. This is mainly for me. Take a deep breath in and out. We are so excited that you're here today. This is always super packed. It's super intense. I've done like 2 5Ks already, just running around the building. But we're so excited to have you here. We're so excited for you to hear little snippets of 5th grade, then 6th grade, then 7th, and then high school where it ends up. And I'm really excited to share this piece with you today. We are playing a march by Carl King. Ray Bottom will tell you a little bit about that a little bit later. But doing a march is American heritage. So there's a lot of marches played all the time. John Philip Sousa is very popular, and you'll probably know. And I love doing at least one march a year to kind of really hammer that in as to what the order of a march is, your introduction, your first string, second string, and a lot of details. My favorite thing about a march is there's a lot of repeated sections, but you can very clearly hear the differences on all those repeats, which will be very good today. These will give us just a few minutes. We're going to warm up, and then we will go ahead and start. So high schoolers, just play some up, blow some more air, and we'll start in a little bit. Give a little bit of updates about some things we've been doing the last few months and some things we're doing very soon. So in the next, well, tomorrow, really, not really, we have a few students. Please stand if you're doing Rockford Wind Ensemble tomorrow. So every year there is a Wind Ensemble honor band in Rockford called the Rockford Junior Honor Band. We will be going with these students plus Rainbow Noel tomorrow and on Sunday to rehearse and perform a very nice concert. And then I just love acknowledging some of our awesome students. So please give these three a hand for representing the DHS family so well. I'll give you a few more updates after Rain tells you about our last composer.
This piece that you just heard was Peace Jubilee, and it was written by Carl King, one of the most prolific composers of the history of band music. He composed at least 291 works, including 185 marches, 22 overtures, 12 gallops, 29 waltzes, and works in many other styles. He composed marches that are played by professionals all the way to bands, school bands like ours.
Good man. In addition, last year we had BandFest like a month later, so we had already done our solo ensemble contest. But next weekend we have about like 12 or 13 band students from this band going to the solo and ensemble contest. That's an IHSA graded contest. Each student gets a grade from 1 to 5. Last year we had all 1s and 2s, which was really awesome. I expect pretty much the same this year. Could you please stand if you are participating in the solo and ensemble contest next week? Please give them a hand. Participating in solo ensemble is one of the highest level things you can do in band. You're playing a piece purely by yourself or with like a buddy or a trio or quartet. And you have to be really conscious of all the musical decisions you're making, and you're graded by a professional on your instrument. So for like if we had a tuba player, there would be a professional tuba player judging that student and giving a grade. So it's a really high stress environment, but these kids do a great job and they've sounded great with the rehearsal, so I'm really excited for that. We are now going to take a brief minute to get set up for our final piece. This is a very quick concert, not a quick day for us, but we get you and get you out. So we're going to have our full band, 512, playing our version of Hot Cross Buns with Z. So if you give us like a few minutes to get set, we're going to go ahead and get that started. Please bear with us. Feel free to chit-chat to your neighbor. You can talk about your favorite food. Give a hand for the Dixon Public Schools band program.